What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Happy Sunday. Give folks a second to get in here. Shout out, what's going on? Tommy, Jonathan, Teresa. Shout out to our member Bear. What's going on, everyone? So today's video is very interesting. And I'm tired. I'm doing a lot. What's up, Keeper? A lot of stuff going on. Jody, this video is absolute insanity. Okay. This cop has an express ticket to losing his job. He also has an express ticket to getting sued and causing his department a huge amount of money. So hello, everyone. Let's get started with this video. I love the video. The guy's name is Rambo Campbell. Rambo Campbell. And to set this up a little bit, it's with the City of Troy Police Department in Troy, New York. Now, where are my New York activists at? Where are my New York auditors at? This town needs a visit, deservedly so. What's up, Auditing Mabton? We're going to do this, and then we're going to talk about Dr. Phil afterwards. So what up, Surreal Cam? So let's just jump into the video, okay? So this one is called Unhinged Police Officer Attacks Citizen. Rights Upheld Good Cops. I think the rights upheld good cops is definitely a troll. Because to break it down for you, you got a citizen filming inside of this police department. There's this officer who is just a stain on humanity, and he drops a bunch of coleslaw onto his desk. So the citizen's filming. He takes his fork. He eats up the coleslaw off the desk. It's dribbling all over his face. Now, we don't see that. We do see the coleslaw all over this cop's face. And this cop has such a meltdown just to set it up. Everything this cop does is because the citizen caught him eating dirty slaw. This is for real. So let's jump right into the video without further ado. Again, his name is Rambo Campbell. Let him know Accountability for All sent you. I like to hit the subscribe button while I'm on with you guys. Hit the subscribe button, set my notification bell to always. Let's jump right into the video, and guys, you're gonna enjoy this one.
He said, "I'm leaving. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking psychopath. I'm leaving. Yo, who the fuck? Don't put your hands on me, motherfucker. Don't touch me. No.
Get off the stairs.
Get the fuck, get the fuck away from me, bitch. Yo, don't fucking touch me, scumbag."
So, I mean, that one started off 0 to 100 real quick. He's in a public building. The cop comes out, goes hands on real fast. And now he's telling the activist that the activist is harassing him. I mean, listen, it might be embarrassing to be all over the internet with, coleslaw dripping down your face and eating it off the floor of the desk or whatever. But this is the most 0 to 100 video I've ever seen. I say, where my New York activists at? This is the Troy Police Department. This is the most PG part of this whole video. So let's run that back a second.
He said, "I'm leaving. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking psychopath. I'm leaving. Yo, who the fuck? Don't put your hands on me, motherfucker. Don't touch me. No.
Get off the stairs.
Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Yo, don't fucking touch me, scumbag. Get the fuck away from me. I'm in my building. Don't fucking touch me. Do not fucking touch me.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna get yourself locked up.
You're gonna find out. Don't ever fucking touch me. Kick open the fucking door. You out of your fucking mind. I'm here to find information. And this motherfucker wants to tell me I'm going to leave my building?
You are going to leave, sir.
No, you're going to get sued. What's your name about?
Castle.
You're a scumbag, Castle. Don't ever fucking touch me.
Goodbye.
You out of your fucking mind.
What are you going to do?
Sergeant Castle. That's this guy's name. And here's a problem, okay? Look at what he just said. So he puts his hands all over this dude. He's like groping him. Like this is a bad high school first date. Just hands are everywhere. He's getting all touchy. And he says, "Don't touch me." And the guy says, "Oh, what are you going to do about it? See?" Hey, guys, just so you know, pinned to the top of the chat is Bananarana's comment. We're traveling. And if you'd like to participate. If you'd like to donate, always appreciated, never expected. Super chats will be written. They will be stated at the end. I'm tired. And also, if you have any questions about Dr. Phil, a lot of comments, just throw up a super chat. We'll answer them the best we can. Question about anything, let me know. Let's run this back a quick second. If you're just getting in here, we're going to watch this right from the beginning. We're only 37 seconds in.
He said, I'm leaving. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking psychopath. I'm leaving. Yo, who the fuck? Don't put your hands on me, motherfucker. Don't touch me. No.
Get off the stairs.
You're not harassing me. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Yo, don't fucking touch me, scumbag. Get the fuck away from me. I'm in my building. Don't fucking touch me. Do not fucking touch me.
What are you going to do? You're going to get yourself locked up.
You're going to find out. Don't ever fucking touch me. Kick open the fucking door. You out of your fucking mind. I'm here to find information. And this motherfucker wants to tell me I'm going to leave my building?
You are going to leave, sir.
No, you're going to get sued. What's your name about?
Castle.
You're a scumbag, Castle. Don't ever fucking touch me.
Goodbye.
You out of your fucking mind.
What are you going to do about it?
Scumbag. I'm going to sue.
I just did. What are you going to do about it? This is Sergeant Castle of the Troy Police Department in Troy, New York. Thank you very much. Oof Willis, thank you very much. Again, that is the Troy Police Department in Troy, New York. This is Sergeant Castle. This is a supervisor. I mean, listen, I go on the Dr. Phil show and you're going to hear all about how cops are awesome and they save America and they're protectors and defenders of the faith and the Constitution. You need to bareback them and, like all the way to the kneecap, lick the boots. And I want to make an info. This video is an infomercial about why you should respect law enforcement.
Sue the fuck out of you.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
You're
harassing me and everything's on video. Everything's on video in there.
There ain't shit on video, buddy. All right. Freedom of speech. Public building. This is my building.
No, you don't have a right. No, it's not your building.
You lost your job.
It's not your building.
You lost your job.
No, I didn't. It's not your building.
You're out of your fucking mind. You little ego. Look at your fucked up nose. I watched him eat coleslaw off the fucking desk in there. He's got something fucking wrong with him. What's that one? He's a good one.
Again.
What? Fuck
Sergeant
you.
Castle,
I don't give a fuck who you are. You're fired. You're fucking fired. That's a public easement. Public easement.
Now when you're harassing people.
Now I have a constitutional right.
Thank you very much, Tucson. Now let's break down harassment. Obviously, this cop is very stupid. Not stupid enough to go to the disorderly route because there's no victims present. Police officers can't be a complaining party. In New York, harassment is set up where it's about intent is what it's about. And it's about several different instances. So over the course of time, it could be a long period of duration, short period of duration. You need to emotionally target somebody or put them in fear over several instances in order to harass them. Police officers, while performing the capacity of their duties, cannot be victims of harassment, right? I mean, if he's off the clock, I guess he can say that this guy's harassing him. But simply him going into a building and catching him with coleslaw on his face, that's not harassment, okay? And it certainly doesn't fall to the place where this cop can just go around groping on people, right? Like he's got a wedding ring on. I do too, right? He got a wedding ring on. If he wants to grope somebody, go home and grope your wife. Don't go groping perfect strangers that are just trying to see how dumb you look like with coleslaw on your face.
I didn't harass him. Oh, we know what harassment is. No, I did not harass nobody. I said I'm harass me. How?
Right in there, there's video.
Oh yeah.
So please.
I watched you pick it up your desk. Oh yeah, that's yeah, you're out of your fucking mind. I don't care. I'm here for what I need to do, and you're not going to bar me from that.
You have no legitimate purpose to
be here. Yes, I do. Yes,
you have no legitimate purpose. Folks at home, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. If a police officer can decide what your purpose is internally and if that is legitimate. Put a 2 if this fuckknuckle cop sucks out loud at the very highest volume. Because I'm going to poll the audience. I could be wrong on this one. Let's see what the audience has to say about this. Because you guys, you make the decisions for me. I'm trying to find the 1s. There's just so many 2s. Give me a second. 2. Cunnilinguist wrote 1. And everybody else wrote 2. Okay. Sergeant Kessel, Troy Police Department. we got a lazy rights one too. Now, another question that's going to come into this, and it's worth talking about because it was brought up in Dr. Phil, is how the citizen is dealing with this. Now, I know, and you know, that we have a right to free speech, and our free speech cannot be obstructed by any person for any reason as long as that speech is considered protected. And our freedom of speech can't be converted into a crime. Our free speech can't be converted into disorderly or harassment. Let's just cover the spectrum, okay? So I guess the other question is the auditor, is he going about it the right way? I'm going to say I think he is. I think he has every right to be pissed, to be yelling and using the language that he's using, because he did nothing wrong. He engaged in no violence. He didn't even have an argument with this sergeant. He just videotaped him eating lunch in a public lobby, right? So then the sergeant kicks the door open and goes and just molests this guy. So do you think the citizen should be more respectful, put a 4, or do you think the citizen's completely in the right to act the way that he's acting, put a 5? Because I don't know if that's the mission. Yeah, a lot of 5s, right? And I think that once we leave this community and we go into another one, we start blinding ourselves, right? It doesn't really, if you're not in the 1A community and you watch this video, it doesn't really matter what the cop did. It matters how the citizen behaved. The citizen has the almighty power of mind control. He has the ability to make a police officer act unprofessionally. He has the ability to control a police officer's actions. So the police officer is now devoid of any responsibility, and the only person that needs to be looked at for their behavior as an antagonist is the guy that was just assaulted. That's what we're getting with this.
I do.
What's
You're
your
going to
purpose
jail.
being?
You're going to fucking
You're about to
jail.
go to jail.
Yeah, all right.
You're about to
I don't
learn
give
the
a
hard way.
fuck.
You're about to learn
I
the
ain't
hard
gonna
way.
learn shit.
Listen to that. The guy videoing says, you're going to go to jail. And then the cop says, no, you're going to go to jail. You're going to learn the hard way. How does that work? Like, somebody assaults you and then you go to jail. Well, let me explain to you exactly how that works. I covered a video today, and I love the video. I love the guy that filmed it, and he got assaulted for being a victim. Okay, he got assaulted because he called out a cop. So let's take a quick break from this and let's watch the intro to that other video. And then I want you to answer the same question. Is the citizen wrong? Is the cop wrong? This video I dropped today, it's called Cop Attacks and Gets Destroyed. And this guy's judo is real. Let's watch it.
Yeah, you can go yourself. This is plain view doctrine, midget. We had problems yesterday. You. What's your name and badge number? No. There is no law on earth that says I need to be away from your vehicle. You need to protect your sensitive information.
Get away from my car.
Or what? Is that a lawful order?
It's lawful order. Back away from my
Yeah. What law is backing up that order? What law?
Get away from my car, man.
Or what?
You're causing a disturbance.
Oh, yeah? Who's disturbed?
Yeah.
Anybody disturbed? Are you feeling disturbed?
Are you standing in the middle of the
Are you guys feeling disturbed?
You're blocking.
Yeah,
the
go.
thoroughfare.
But your vehicle's blocking off
I'm
traffic.
going
This
to
is
get
a
back.
dead-end road. How many other dumb excuses are you going to go
You're
for?
blocking a.
Take care of what you came in here to take care of. Oh, so now you're going to solicit a crime.
Huh?
That is illegal. It's a felony offense against you. You.
Me right now.
You.
Back.
You feeling in danger? Why are you walking towards me?
Back.
I haven't moved. Why don't you take a step back?
Up.
Or what?
Or I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you're going to arrest me?
I'm
Or are you just going to
detain you in
detain me?
handcuffs.
What's your lawful reason
You're
for doing
obstructing the
so?
thoroughfare.
Yeah? Then why haven't you done it
I
yet?
need your ID.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
No,
committed a crime. I
you
need your
don't.
ID.
No,
What is
you
your
don't.
ID? Are you
No,
refusing to identify?
don't.
Are you refusing to
You
identify?
don't have any crime being committed here. Otherwise, you wouldn't have solicited one. Then handcuff me.
How about you just
Handcuff me. No, you don't have anything to handcuff me for. I'm willing and ready. Why haven't you detained me yet?
do you want to get? Are you trying to?
Oh, you're getting me an opportunity.
Yeah, we're
Give me
trying-
more opportunities. Give me less opportunities. I'm not asking for any. Talk to me, and I'm fucking talking to you.
No!
You. What are you? Back up now.
What's going on, everybody, in today? So that's that one. Now, I like to address a troll every now and then. And Curtis said, this narc auditor, I'm a narc, is reaching to other channels for profit. Pathetic. I go out and film my own content every week. I still travel the country to this day. And if I haven't worked with somebody, I got their phone number. And then he says, why don't you face the cops yourself anymore, AFA? Scared? I think that's a good point. I think, and you know, I need to take my own inventory sometimes. Okay. I need to take my own inventory and I need to call myself out when I'm wrong. Now, it's important that Curtis's comment is respected because clearly I don't face cops anymore. And, you know, I'm out of the game. I'm just using other people's videos. And that's what I do. Oh, shit. Oh, and then there was this video, this live stream from just 4 days ago when I was in Texas. Oh, Curtis, I'm sorry. Those officers there must have been some miscommunication because I don't think they would be silly enough to say that they'd arrest you for filming their interaction with the other gentleman.
No, but
Obstruction being a
they were talking right here.
Yeah.
And I walked out. He said, "You need to go back inside." I said, "I don't."
Oh
need to
no,
go
you're
back
not
inside."
detained. He can't give you a lawful order to stay or to go anywhere.
Yeah. So then I said,
He's
"I don't
just
have
trying
to
to
go
get
back
you
in
to go
there."
inside so he can talk to the gentleman because y'all were still yelling at each other. We're trying to de-escalate.
So they walked over there and they told me if I followed.
He might not have wanted to.
Are y'all wanting to talk to me?
No, I just had a quick question. Did this gentleman get threatened with arrest here? This gentleman?
Yeah, he said if I walk down this public sidewalk, there's gonna be a
I want
problem.
to hear what they had to say. I just didn't know. I wasn't
He
here.
did not threaten him with
He
arrest.
said there was going to be a problem. That's what
Right,
he said.
that's not
Okay.
threatening you with
What's the
arrest.
problem?
What would the problem
The
be?
problem would be if you continue to engage in our investigation, you'd be arrested for interference.
No, well, interference is a physical act, which you know. So unless he physically obstructed you from being able to assist the citizen, there's not shit you could do to him. So don't gaslight him and tell him shit that you can do that you can't do. Because if you were talking to that citizen right here, as long as I'm not physically obstructing you from being able to engage in your official capacities, then I am in no way under Texas Penal Code obstructing any sort of laws. You might be able to try that shit with somebody else. You're not going to try it with me. So go home and read the rule books.
Guys, is there anything I can help you with?
I appreciate your professionalism. No, thank you,
He
Garcia.
needs to be educated. Me walking down this public sidewalk in that direction cannot be turned into.
If you threaten him again for no reason, there's going to be a problem. It's going to be called lawsuit.
All right,
You understand? You're dismissed. Get out of here. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much. Officer Inglesi, I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Sergeant Pruitt, thank you very much for your professionalism. Get out. Go somewhere else.
Is on. I can request it and get the video. Of it.
Go. Go. Why are you here? Go. Go away. No, he escalated. He wanted to be a piece of shit. So now I'm going to exercise my First Amendment right to tell him exactly how much of a piece of shit he is. Go. We're partners now, man. I'm here. I'm with you. There's going to be a problem. Do you understand? Like, he understands what interference is and obstruction. Officer Garcia understands what interfering and obstruction is. I'm sure. I don't know Officer Inglese. He just got here. I'm sure he knows what it is too. What you think, though, you think that he didn't know. So your threat would be enough. But unless I'm literally going up to you and I'm physically obstructing you from taking statements from that man, then I can't be obstructing. My recording is not obstructing. So you can't take that.
Criminal negligence. Recording is not criminal negligence.
You can't take that as an excuse to break his peace. What you did was disorderly conduct. So why don't you beat feet and get up on out of here? You're a punk. Take that badge and that gun off. You wouldn't try that shit. And that's what I'm sick of.
At least they're here professional, representing their community. You're a joke.
Yeah, you're all dismissed.
Thank you, Garcia. I appreciate your professionalism here today.
All right, guys, don't you ever speak to me like that again, Callahan. How dare you?
Callahan, you shut your mouth when you're speaking to me, sir. You understand that? Officer Inglese, have a good day, sir.
They're not going to do anything stupid to you.
It's not your guys. It's just one. It's just one. Do not enter. Turn it around. Is this other fucking idiot? Do not enter. Nope. Do not enter. Turn that shit around. Do not enter. Turn it around, my man. Bye. Do not enter. Turn it around. Turn it around. Not this way, my man. Turn that shit. All right, there you go. There you go.
So I'm never going to stop doing what I do. Firstly, because I'm really good at what I do. And secondly, somebody has got to be out there holding these guys accountable. And there's a lot of you folks in the chat right now that do the very same thing. I'm never just going to armchair quarterback it from my office, you know, despite my plaque and all that stuff. I enjoy being out there. So now we got to kick it back to the audience. Do we go back to the original New York video, put a 1, or do we want to finish up with the other video where the guy got tased because he called the cop a midget? 1 for New York, 2 for the unhinged midget cop. You guys decide how this stream's going. I got a 1, I got a 2, I got a 1, I got a 2. It's even right now. A lot of 2s coming in. There's a couple 1s. We'll go back to 2, then we'll do 1. All right, sounds good. I like when you guys produce my show for me. Makes my life easier. Here we go. Unhinged idiot. Proceed.
So what is your legitimate purpose for being here, sir?
Peaceful protests, constitutional right. Constitutional right. Yeah, oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
So,
oh yes, I do.
No,
Look at this
you don't have a
fucking
right to
dumb
block.
motherfucker right here.
Okay.
Doesn't know your constitutional
You
rights.
don't have a right to block. You have to keep moving.
Scumbag. Nope. As long as I'm not blocking people from coming in and out of here.
You cannot.
You're in violation of 42 U.S. Code subsection 12203 at this moment in time. I'm also going to warn you, you're in violation of Title 18.
You need to keep moving. You need to keep moving. So
I'm going to need you to back up.
all you want.
I'm not going to move a fucking.
Look at that face. He's ready to catch something. What you think it is? But seriously, I kid. It's important to note that as aggressive and knowledgeable as this guy is, he's really understanding of the law. A certain class can't be discriminated against. For example, you got one person going in this police department to fill out a police report or to talk to a cop. Then you got Rambo Campbell going in there to film the cop making a mess of his coleslaw. You can't tell one guy to get out. You know, you can't tell one person because they're filming that they need to leave. It's a violation of the 1983 USC. It's a setup for a lawsuit. And I'm telling you one thing, if Rambo Campbell doesn't sue, then, I mean, he's absolutely out of his mind, because this case is beautiful. It doesn't matter that a jury might not like him because he's yelling at our heroic police officers. This is a case that would never get to a jury, right? They're going to take one look at this and they're going to be like, all right, well, we think the guy filming's a real asshole, but this sergeant started it and he was acting like a moron. And most notably, he's violating his constitutional rights.
You cannot stop on the sidewalk.
I'm not. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Look it up. Look it up. I'm like shit on a fucking constitutional right. I do. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You don't know
so
shit.
You need to keep walking. You cannot block. You cannot block. So you keep.
I'm gonna activate my right to remain silent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the deals in the chat. What's up? Here's the deal. When we're done here, you should all go over to his channel. We just did a video together. We did a little bit of an interview to catch up on all the Dr. Phil stuff. So go check him out and let him know I sent you.
Would if I were you.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You can keep moving, but
oh no, I'm gonna be back in my building. Are any of you fucking retards gonna fucking? You're gonna all stand there and fucking watch it. You're gonna trespass me.
Yes, I am, because you're
not mobility. Show me my fucking
you have
paper.
No legitimate purpose of being
Yo, this fucking retard I'm here for what I need to do.
Walking there, it'd be nothing.
Look at these fucking police, dude. They're out of their fucking minds. They don't respect the public no more, guys.
You're not harassing.
This fucking retard right here
you have no
is a
respect.
fucking
You have no
clown.
respect.
You have no respect.
You've been warned.
I am so much
been
better
warned.
of a person than you, you little fucking clown.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Step
stop.
out of my face.
I'm never
I've
gonna
told
stop.
you. Step
I
out of
won't
my
look at
face.
you. I ain't
Step
never
out of
gonna
my
stop.
face. You're in
Never
my
stop.
area. I'm not in your area.
Never gonna
You're
stop.
in my area.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
now I'm in your area.
Yep.
When you fucking put your hands on me through a door, it's on
Again,
video, retard.
again.
It's on
Yes, it is on
fucking video.
It is on video. You're right.
Yeah.
Everything
You
in
fucked
that
up.
hallway
You know
right
that,
now is on
right?
video.
You
No.
fucked up. This is my
So this is our law enforcement in America today. The cop's best argument is this videographer is saying, you assaulted me, you put your hands on me, you're trying to trespass me from a public place, you're violating my First, my Fourth, my Fifth Amendment rights. It's all on video. And this cop says, yeah, it is on video. You don't think that's going to be used in a deposition? Like, you're admitting to sufficient facts. I mean, just like the state of some police. I mean, I've never been to Troy, New York. I feel like now I have a reason to want to be a tourist there. But, you know, the talent pool for hiring cops there, ankles deep at best.
building.
This is not your building.
I want him arrested.
This is the city of Troy.
Are you going to refuse
So,
to arrest him for
You've been
putting his
warned.
hands on me?
You've been warned.
I'm here for a
if you have
legitimate
complaint-
purpose.
If you have
I
to
went
make-
to the.
no, you
You're
didn't.
already on video in the thing, in the
Yes.
fucking thing.
That's right, I am.
I need him arrested. He
If
put
you
his
have
hands on a
legitimate complaint,
citizen
you can go down.
who had
you
a
can go down.
legitimate reason to be at the police
What's your
department.
Please tell me your legitimate reason.
My legit.
So he's bringing up a fantastic point. Everyone, please hit the thumbs up button. And I am throwing a super chat party. So if you want to join me, go ahead. But, you know, this cop is acting insane. And this guy is now telling the other cops, I need you to arrest him. Because cops always, if you were assaulted and the cop wasn't there, it was out of my presence. This is an assault and battery, right, that happened in front of 6 other police officers. And none of them want to arrest, okay? So the conversation is, well, you know, if you're a cop and you watch a bad cop do something wrong, then you're a bad cop. So now we got 6 bad cops there. None of them are willing to arrest him. Now, right now, we're at the 3-minute and 39-second mark. Let's go right back to the beginning, and you tell me in the chat, should the other cops have arrested this guy, or are they all bad cops for failing to do anything?
He said, I don't believe. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this
Goodbye.
fucking psychopath. I'm
Goodbye.
living. Yo,
Goodbye.
who the fuck?
Goodbye.
Don't put your hands on me,
Goodbye.
motherfucker.
Goodbye.
Don't touch me.
Goodbye.
No.
Get off the
Get
stairs.
the
You're
fuck.
not harassing
Get the
me.
fuck
Goodbye.
away from me, bitch.
Goodbye.
Yo, don't fucking
Goodbye.
touch me, scumbag.
Goodbye.
Get the fuck
Goodbye.
away from me. I'm
Goodbye.
in my building.
Goodbye. This
Don't
ain't your
fucking
building.
touch
Goodbye.
me. Do not
Goodbye.
fucking touch me.
What are you going to do? You're
Don't.
going to get yourself locked
You're
up.
gonna find out.
You're getting yourself
Don't
locked
ever
up.
fucking touch me.
You
Kick
have-
open the fucking door. You out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm here to find information.
Nope.
And this
Goodbye.
motherfucker wants to tell
Nope.
me I'm gonna leave my
No, you
building.
are going to leave, sir.
No,
Goodbye.
you're gonna get
Goodbye.
sued.
You're
What's your
okay.
name and badge?
Castle.
You're a gather
Okay.
information.
So you tell me, was a felony committed in the presence of these other cops? I think the answer to that question is very clearly yes.
On an arrest
What arrest was that?
pertaining to me. You didn't ask a fucking
Yes, I
question
did.
about it,
I did.
motherfucker.
You
No, you did.
harassing me and act like you are.
Yeah, act like I am when you
Yes.
put your fucking filthy
No.
fucking hands on
No,
me.
I
You
didn't.
think because you're a cop, you
No, I
can tell
didn't.
nobody
I pushed you
fucking
out of here. That's
touches
right.
me.
Okay. Then do something
Don't
about
worry.
it.
I'm
You're a
gonna do
tough
something
guy.
when you're
If
not
a
on the
tough guy,
clock,
do
when you're
something.
not on
I
the
get done at
clock.
11:30.
Don't worry, you call you done at 11:30, and you got the rest of your years and the rest of your life to fucking go. Remember that. I'm over your years and the rest of your life to fucking go. Remember that. I'm over when you're not on
I
the
get done at
clock.
11:30.
Don't worry, you call you done at 11:30, and you got the rest of your years and the rest of your life to fucking go. Remember that. I'm over remember that. I'm gonna fuck,
a tough guy.
and that goes for every fucking
so
one of
again,
you.
So now, after an assault has taken place in the presence of other police officers, now the cop is challenging this guy to a fight. I get off at 11:30. We'll see how that works out for you. We'll see if you're such a tough guy then. This is a supervisor, and I believe on his badge he has the merit for a field training officer. How do we stop other bad cops if the people that make cops are bad cops themselves? It's like the dirty hand of God, like I shall make you a bad cop. This is the Troy Police Department in Troy, New York. Where are my activists at in New York? right? Like, what is the deal with this place?
You have no legit
Every
reason.
fucking one of you motherfuckers.
So when you want to show respect, I'll give respect.
I was here
You
for a
were in here
legitimate
harassing me.
fucking
You were in
reason.
here
You're
harassing
mad
me.
because I caught you eating casserole.
You want to get respect? You need to show respect. I've been respectful to you. You have not been respectful to me. Is my mind breaking right now? The cop is saying to the guy that he just assaulted for no reason, if you want to get respect, you need to give it, because I'm giving respect and you're not. This is how unhinged police officers are. They assault you, you have a problem with it, and they accuse you of being disrespectful. That's where we're at.
Casserole
No.
off the fucking table,
No.
you nasty fuck. You
No.
still got it on your face.
Okay.
And then
I'm
what
trying to
did
eat my
you
dinner.
say?
I'm trying to eat my
That
dinner.
oh, you're
And
in
then
an
sitting
act,
there
you're
making-
in a
making-
anxiety act, and
No.
you're a fucking
No.
sergeant.
Yes,
You're
I
a fucking sergeant.
Yes.
You're a
So-
fucking disgrace to my
so,
police department.
okay. It's not
I
your
pay your
responsibility.
fucking
No, you
salary.
don't.
I'm a
No,
citizen.
seriously,
You work
no,
for
you
me.
don't.
I
So
know
again,
my rights.
This is what you're doing.
Oh,
in
I
there.
know my
This is what you're
rights.
trying to
Yeah,
do in there.
freedom
You
of
don't know your
speech.
rights.
This
Then
is
you have
my
no legitimate
fucking
purpose to be here.
sidewalk.
Again,
Right to
what
protest,
do
and
you-
if you
what do you
touch
wanna
me, a
worry about?
violation of
What do you wanna
42
worry
U.S.
about your
Code
arrest?
subsection
What arrest?
12203.
There's
You
no
want
such
that?
thing.
There
There's
is
no
such thing.
thing.
You'll
No, there's
find
no
that
such
out because
thing.
you won't
Okay.
talk the
There's
same
no
way in
such
front of a
thing.
fucking
Okay.
judge.
Okay, we'll
I
talk to
promise
the
you, you
same way
won't.
to the judge.
I
And the
promise
judge
you,
will,
you
judge
won't.
will show you what you want.
I'm gonna promise
So,
you, you won't. I know
again,
what I am.
So again,
You
what is
think
your
you can make
legitimate
me
purpose?
bug
We can
out
throw
and you're
back
gonna
over.
make it seem like I'm not
Okay.
a professional?
No, you
I'm
weren't a
5
professional
times
there.
fucking more
Show
professional
that
than
video
you.
what you were in there.
I'm gonna show you eating casserole
Okay.
off the fucking
Okay.
table.
Show that video in there.
Okay.
Okay.
You fucking
Show that
clown.
video in there.
You
Exactly what you're
fucking
doing in
clown.
there. Exactly
You're a
there. And
fucking
I
loser.
tried to
You
ask
from
you.
the very
I
beginning,
tried to ask you
your
what you wanted.
attitude and demeanor about dealing with a public citizen
I'm not
was
being treated by you
absolutely
like that.
wrong.
I'm not
It
being
was
treated like you
subpar
are now.
behavior.
Like you're
You
treating
are
me
a
now,
corrupt
and
person. You
like
don't
how you are
deserve
now,
that
I don't.
fucking badge.
And I'm not being
You
treated
don't
like
deserve that
I
fucking
won't.
badge. You
Nobody
put your
pays me enough
fucking
to be-
hands on me.
I'll-
And here we
you're
go,
not-
grown
you're not.
ass man, right, guys? These are the people that are in these cars with guns
Alright.
and shit,
So
right?
again,
Grown
if you
ass
wanna
man
talk to
outside
somebody with
acting
respect,
like
you
this,
come in and
right?
talk to somebody with
I got a
respect.
lot of fucking respect.
Then show it.
Not
Because
to
I
people
showed
like you.
respect
You're
when I
a
went to the
fucking
window.
scumbag.
When
I
I
can have
showed you went
respect
to
to
the
any,
window.
and you know what? Fuck
When I
all you
showed
guys too for being silent.
When I
I'm gonna-
sat there.
Guys, you tell me that police officers don't crave attention. They don't crave to be praised. Now you need to respect them to be able to get services, to be able to have your constitutional rights upheld, to be able to have the law enforced, and to be able to be treated like just a normal citizen as part of society without being assaulted for no reason. You need to respect them. I covered a video, and it's going to be coming out in a couple days. And these police officers show up and they tell this guy that he can't panhandle and ask for money. He's not, he's just homeless, right? He's a homeless guy in a really nice area, and they want him to leave. And he says, you can't take donations. You can't ask people for money. You can't, bother people and ask them for money. I immediately go into a clip of the police making cold calls for the Fraternal Order of Police, asking for donations at $45 and $55 a pop. This is what cops do. They need to be praised. They need that ego to be massaged. So that way they can continue to be the brave cowards that most of them are.
I'm gonna fucking yo.
You want to try to talk
You
about
guys
it?
are fucking clowns. I can walk up here if I want. You guys are gonna serve me today.
No,
You're
we're not-
gonna
we're not
serve
serving you
me
nothing.
today.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
you
get no
are.
service
You're
until
gonna
you
give
show
me what
respect.
the fuck I
I said,
want.
no, I won't.
I came in with
Nobody will.
respect. You're
I
gonna give
promise
me
you
my
no.
shit. You're gonna give me
There's
my
nothing
shit.
gonna happen here.
You're
There's
gonna give
nothing
me
gonna
my
happen.
shit.
So
You're
what
gonna
I'm gonna
give me
do-
what I came here
No,
to get
there's no-
today.
there's nothing
I promise
happening.
you, you are.
You're promising me.
Promise you are. Call your supervisor because you're not the
No, there's no
supervisor.
supervisor to be calling right now. You're
Call
not being
your
served.
supervisor. You've
You're
been
not getting
scheduled. I want my
You're not
fucking
getting
shit.
served.
Give me my fucking shit.
Goodbye.
I want my
Goodbye.
shit. What I came
Nope.
here to get.
Nope.
You're a fucking
Goodbye,
clown.
sir. Goodbye.
You disrespect the
Goodbye.
public. This is my
Goodbye, sir.
building.
Goodbye, sir.
It's my building. This is the fucking Troy police right there. This fucking clown's out of his mind. You put your fucking hands on me while I'm fucking coming in. You're out of your fucking mind. Let me in so I can get what I want and we can let this go. It's that simple. I want what the fuck I came here to get. I don't give a fuck. Get your supervisor. You're a fucking clown.
I respected you. You're not disrespectful.
So come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. Come here.
Let's you try it again.
Let's try it again.
Ask me nicely.
Come here.
Ask me nicely.
All
Ask me nicely. If somebody makes the horrid mistake of putting their hands on me, we have an entirely different problem. But now this stupid beta piece of shit cop is saying, be nice to me. Be nice to me. I respected you. You need to respect me. Be nice to me. I mean, this is the problem. This is an exact example of what the problem is. This is Rambo Campbell. This video is called Unhinged Police Officer Attacks Citizen. And what's also interesting is the Troy Police Department in Troy, New York has decided in their infinite wisdom that they don't want to hear anymore about how terrible they're doing at their job. They don't want to hear it. So they shut down any reviews on Facebook. So right now, I'm bringing back an oldie, but always a goodie. If I can get a drum roll in the chat, please. I need a drum roll. Give me some drums. We haven't played this game in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw was a dirty cop doing dirty work. He's terrible at his job, and he assaulted a citizen, and he went hands-on because he doesn't know how to eat coleslaw. If you have a problem with it, well, you're in the right place, because we're about to play America's favorite game, How Low Can You Go? So let's go to their Facebook page real quick. And we're going to jump into the other video. This is the Troy Police Department in Troy, New York. This is their Facebook page, okay? And they will tell you about all the great work they're doing. There's a cop with a reporter, and she's petting the dog, and the doggy's not biting her, which is not normally how it goes. They show you all the guns that they confiscated from people. They're poaching from other police departments. Lateral transfers, folks, is when they take cops from other departments, probably because they can't get anyone to apply with them, because people know that they do not have a competitive salary. They don't have good health plans. They don't have good retirement, and they're just a joke. Like, who wants to work at the B team for police? So they can't get their own cops, so they're doing lateral transfers. They're posting about all the great work they do for the community. I see nothing on here, not a single thing about how they assault citizens and how they beat citizens. Not a thing. So that is the Troy Police Department's Facebook page in Troy, New York, continuing to underwhelm society with just the complete and total disregard they have for the American people and the Constitution that they swore to uphold and defend. Let's jump back into today's video, which was just absolute trash. I mean, these cops were so bad. And today's video, Shay. So this video features the Maricopa Police Department in Maricopa, Arizona. Also really, really terrible cops. What they did to this guy is absolutely disgusting. So let's jump into this video. Today's video comes from a channel that goes by the name of Thrice 2. It's that the Maricopa. That didn't sound good. Hold on, guys. I want to make sure the sound sounds okay on that. One second. I'm just correcting some of the sound because that sounded funky. I'm having some problems with this video right now. I don't think it sounds like that on here. Let me check. No, it sounds good on this end. That's weird. All right, hold on, guys. We're going to take one more shot at this. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. That's weird. Very, very strange. All right, we'll check back in a second because I don't know what's wrong with it. So as you guys know, I did a video yesterday with Sean from Long Island Audits, and then today I did a video with Here's the Deal. Tomorrow I'm going to be chatting with an audience member from the Dr. Phil show. And I know that you guys probably have questions. Okay? Probably have a lot of questions. So type them in the chat. I'm going to do my best to answer them. And if you want to ask it in a super chat, that's helpful also. And I'm gonna keep seeing what's going on with that video. That was weird, huh? It's just on the PC. Huh. All right, we'll do some questions. Let me see if I can read through the chat. There's a lot of people talking and asking stuff. That's the only reason I say super chat. It might be easier to read some of these things. So let's see if we can find some questions here. When does it air? So it's going to air at some point between the middle of September towards the end of September. It will be on his Merit Street Media app because Dr. Phil now is not what Dr. Phil was. He doesn't have a TV deal. Also, he has a YouTube channel called Dr. Phil Primetime. So I think it might come up there before it actually goes out on television or the app. Why is Dr. Phil a douche nozzle? Well, America, that's an excellent question. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe because he barebacks the blue, but who knows? What was in their free stuff they gave the audience? So I don't know what they actually gave the audience when they showed up on the show. I know they had a little couple contests going on to warm up the audience, and they gave away some Dr. Phil stress balls and some Dr. Phil mugs. What else we got? Did your next guest audience member feel like they were telling her what to think? Does she think that this type of behavior from Phil helps anyone? I don't know if she thinks that this type of behavior helps anyone, but she certainly said that there was a lot of peer pressure for those folks sitting in the audience. And they did a very, very good job of painting a very certain narrative of what they wanted people to think. But they didn't, I don't think, they didn't achieve their goal because it left that person specifically and other audience members thinking to themselves, that doesn't quite make sense. So a few people went to the YouTube channel and they started watching mine and a couple of other videos from other people. And they said, well, this isn't exactly the way that things were painted. And I think people felt like they had been deceived. How often do you go live chat? Usually I try and do it every Saturday. But I try and go once a week. I've not been real good at that. Josh, you should interview a cop about his tattoos. I don't normally spend time around gang members. Actually, wait, no, I spend a lot of time around cops, so I guess I do. Does Dr. Phil smell like aqua velva and mothballs? No, he does not smell like mothballs. He seemed to be very hygienic, and that was after he had filmed an entire show before mine. Does Dr. Phil wear makeup on his bald head? Dr. Phil wears makeup. I had makeup on the show. Everyone there had makeup on. Let's see. Isoston says, why do you use an aggressive and confrontational approach? My answer to that is I don't. When you watch my videos, I go in and I don't talk to people until they talk to me first. So if I was aggressive, I would have to go into places and just start screaming, hooting, and hollering at people. I don't. They come up to me first. They tell me I'm not allowed to do what I'm doing. And then I take a very aggressive approach at defending my rights because they're my constitutional rights. If I'm willing to stand for this, then I'm willing to bend for that. And if I give away my rights, I'm helping give away the rights of Americans and strangers that I don't even know. So when someone is telling you you can't do something that you're allowed to do, I believe that you should be aggressive in seeking your freedom. Brandon Mitchell says, did you get a complimentary picture? I did. After the show, they walk us off, and then there's this little blue carpet with these little trussels and these velvet ropes, and Dr. Phil shakes your hand and talks to you for like 5 minutes and just kind of shoots the shit with you. He told me he had played tennis earlier that day. So maybe that was why he was gassed a little bit. Let's see if that video is still acting funky, because I want to show you guys that. Yeah, and it is acting funky, but it's only on the computer, which is weird. It's not doing it when I pull it up on the phone. So let's go to the next question. Were you actually concerned about the security guy's story? That's an excellent question. I was. He was very convincing. I mean, the tears, I can't just pull tears like that. And I felt bad for him. And without any context, I have to take what he's saying at face value. And that is what I thought was disingenuous to all the people at home. There was a video clip for everything activism. There was no video clip for the main part of this whole show about this security guard. There was no video clip. There was no nothing. So if what he was saying was true, I knew that he had put hands on somebody. So I thought he deserved to lose his job. I thought he deserved to get criminally charged if that's the activist wanted to do. I did not agree with people calling him and his wife and his children racist slurs. I did not agree with the weight that he had put on his shoulders, taking responsibility for that veteran's death. So I was concerned, and I thought it was important to hear that. Turns out that, things are not always as they seem. Let's see. Would you say Dr. Phil is a tyrant? No, I wouldn't say he's a tyrant, because tyrants exert and impose their will. He just drastically changed the story so that way he's more a propagandist than he is a tyrant. I think I answered this one. Do you know the security guys are fraud and you were just sugaring him up to get him to trust you? No, so I didn't. I didn't actually get access to the video until I came home. And then I watched the video and I was like, oh, this is a little bit different than I was told. There's two sides to every story. And he wanted to share his story and possibly confront Sean so he could get past it. He didn't know Sean at that point was going to be on. Why do you harass people and make clickbait thumbnails? I would say somebody deciding for me that my constitutional rights no longer exist would be the harassment. I think that maybe what you need to do is just find a boot. Don, find a boot, lick it. Deep throat it if you need to, buddy. It's going to be okay. Yeah, I don't know that he's had facelifts. I'm trying to find any other good question. Is Dr. Phil short for Phyllis? Come on, give me a good question. The show with Josh has been on TV in Denmark. Listen, maybe, but I don't think so because they haven't even wrapped post-production on it yet. Who was the worst auditor you ever went out with? Woody, you answered your own question. You answered your own question there. Ooh, Robert Appleton. Oh, guys, Robert Appleton has a great story coming out soon. Stay tuned. This guy got done really dirty. Andre, I missed your comment. Member for 20 months. How do you feel the baby is coming soon, my friend? I am ready to go. And by ready, I mean I have no idea what I'm going to do, and I'm going to lose it. And I hope my baby's not a tyrant. And I'm going to read all these super chats too. So thank you very much, Austin. I'll get to you. I'm going to read them all at the end. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, listen, if it aired in Denmark, please, theafacrew@gmail.com. Send me the link you got for it. I'd like to start putting it up and letting people take a look at it. Mad Hatter Matt says, Josh, would you ever go on another talk show like Dr. Phil? I fear no man or woman for that matter. If we have the opportunity to turn some heads, because that's a good thing about it, right? Say Dr. Phil makes the very worst hit piece that anyone has ever made against any person. There's still smart people like you in the chat. They're going to watch that because here's how it's not going to shake out for him, right? Because people are the very few people that watch the episode, because he's not on national television. The very few people that watch the episode are going to watch this and they're going to say, oh, these people are crazy. And then they're going to grab their phones. They're going to go on YouTube. They're going to go to my channel, or they're just going to type up First Amendment audit. They're going to watch your videos and they're going to say, well, that ain't what Dr. Phil said, because the American people aren't stupid, right? And I think it's really disingenuous to just put it out there thinking that the American people will never pick up their phone and go check it out. So I'm always willing to talk to anybody because it's a conversion plan, baby. You know, we'll turn some heads. We'll convert some people. But good question. Thank you. Do you think Trey will actually be an auditor or more fluff? I think he has very real ambitions about using his security background to try and be a First Amendment auditor. I have been told by him that those are his plans. He is going to become an auditor and film some videos. So yes, I mean, that's what he told me. Austin, I'll never stop fighting for real, true freedom. My man Austin, take a good look at that, folks. Defending our way of freedom while jerk cops are assaulting citizens. Why, Stacy says, why are bootlickers so quick to bend over? Because the boot is a multifaceted object. It doesn't just have a heel. It doesn't just have a toe. It doesn't just have a sole. I mean, the people wearing it don't have soles either. You know, it goes up. There's so many ways to take the boot. It can be confusing. So I think the best and easiest thing to do for some people is just bend over and take the whole thing. When did you know that Long Island audit? When did you know that was Long Island audit that he was talking about? After I got home. Trey would not tell me he was told to refer to him as the auditor. So it wasn't until I got home that I realized who did the audit. I did some digging and then I called up Sean and said, do you know this guy? And he started laughing. He started laughing hard. Cops are 5150. Was the lawyer ever on your side? Interesting story. The lawyer's name is attorney Eric Faddis. So two opposing sides are supposed to stay at different hotels. And if there's a neutral party, they're supposed to stay at their own hotel. So nobody has contact with each other. The lawyer stayed at the hotel with the cop and the security guard. So, I mean, obviously it was when he walked up on stage, he started cracking at me real hard, real quick. And he brought up something about limited public forums. And I actually schooled him. And, you know, this is what I do. So I'm a little bit more updated, I think. Very smart guy. You know, he's a very good TV personality. What the Dr. Phil show failed to mention is that he'd already been featured on their news network, giving color commentary for a couple different other things. So he's already a Dr. Phil guy. He's not just some civil rights attorney that's made headlines that they plucked out to bring on because he might be good on camera. This is a guy that already has worked with, and I don't know but he's already worked with Dr. Phil in other circumstances. After the show, we did like the little red carpet thing. And he talked to me behind stage. He's like, I'm sorry I came at you so hard. I had some real tough questions for the cop, and I was about to go at him, but, you know, I got cut off. I thought I would have longer to speak. Who knows? I've talked to him on Facebook since, so we plan on doing a little bit of work together. We'll see. What is the meaning of life, Josh? Bend over. Are you serious right now? Are you like, are you philosophying me? What is the meaning of life? I don't know. Send me PayPals. I don't know. Good question. Michael Reed. Is Dr. Phil short for fill up on these nuts? Oh, man. You have kids watching. I can't control the type of comments people are going to ask. But it could be. Who knows? Let's see if this video works yet. Is that every... I have an idea. Let me try another video. Oh, that's weird. It seems to be videos on the PC. I don't think we're going to be able to get to that other video. Why was a doctor being the judge? It's Dr. Phil. I mean, realistically, he's not even a real doctor. I mean, he has a doctorate in psychology. Back in the early to mid 2000s, he never, renewed his license. What need did he have? Oprah gave him a huge platform, and he's worth $500 million. RJ says, I've heard Dr. Phil includes all his opinions, but heavily censors answers. Is that true? When you have a good comeback for Dr. Phil, or you ask him a good question, he likes to do the don't answer a question with a question. That's a straw man argument. Well, it's not a straw man argument. The video clip you just showed of me yelling at a cop, you just showed a video clip of me yelling at a cop. You gave zero context. I think it's important that your audience knows that he was found 9 times over for the same violation, to have abused the NCIC system and to have beaten a citizen. That's not a straw man argument. That's a real guy. So he likes to heavily push his opinion. And I mean, but he doesn't really have to cut you off because he has the power of editing on his side. Do you study laws? I do. I try to do the best I can. I have an attorney that's on retainer. If I have questions, I'll usually have him decipher it for me to make sure I know exactly what I'm talking about, that I have a good and healthy understanding. Did Dr. Phil ever give you the stank eye most of the time you were there? No, he didn't. He kept a pretty deadpan, straight face. And like I said before, it got to the point where he would be real, like, against me, like, I don't like you. He never said that, but he was coming at me pretty hard. Then we cut to commercial break, and he's like, hey man, and it was weird for the audience to see him taking such a hard line against me and then being like real nice, all buddy. But I think that's cause and effect. I think that I know a lot of guests walk off his show, so he's probably just trying to keep me hooked, so that way I didn't walk off the stage. Do I think the N-word is racist? I live in the UK and have brown people looking after my disabled son. They, the brown people, do not find the N-word racist. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to give that one a hard yes. I find the N-word to be racist. People choose to use it. You got freedom of speech. Do you? I worked on that side of things. I'm now out and so embarrassed. What do you think on Don Lemon's On the Street disaster? I think that was a classic example of someone coasting on their name. And, it was unscripted. So he thought he was going to be able to, certainly not Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is practiced in dealing with people. So he knows how to engage back and forth to, even at his age, to at least hold a discussion. Don Lemon's attempt at the on the street interview thing, that was a hard flop. That did not bode well for him whatsoever. When you have random people on the street wordsmithing you, you have a problem. You probably shouldn't be doing that. How would you proceed on investigating a solicitor general? The same as you would any other way. You know, if you have clear and concise evidence that laws, whether they're local, state, or federal laws, have been violated, you gather your reports and you bring them to the police. Unfortunately, if it's one of their own, they're normally not going to do anything. But you definitely want to start investigating the Attorney General's office. But short answer to your question is you can investigate and complain as much as you want. You're talking about DAs, solicitor generals. They're not gonna, there's never gonna be accountability for that or for anything that they do. Bob Mazzulli, what's up, bro? By the way, you want to go to the registry, check it out, please feel free. I'm going to skip all the way to the end here because I'm really behind in the comments because so many of you guys are in here. Full Court Press, what's up? Stephanie R. Hey, Josh, any meet and greets? What do you mean specifically? Like on the Dr. Phil show? Did I meet and greet anyone? I don't understand. Can you be a little bit more specific? Oh yeah, I think Dr. Phil understands the First Amendment. He's made a very large income and revenue stream for understanding the First Amendment. I think it's interesting. The name of the episode was Activist or Antagonist. And I think at one point he pretty much said, you know, I think you exploit people for views. And my response to that is, you know, Dr. Phil, we're talking about pregnant teens, drug addicted teens, homeless teens. In case in point, he's responsible for exploiting more teenagers than the Mexican cartel. You know what I mean? He and I do the very same thing, I guess, if you look at it, only he's done it longer and he's been way more successful at it. I don't think it's about the exploitation. I think it's about the intent behind it. You know, are you exploiting this police officer or this guest on the Dr. Phil show for the right reasons because you're trying to create change? And that's the real question. Is he doing it for the right reasons? I believe at one point he was. I can't say for sure that he's doing it now. In real life, she says, I've never set up a meet and greet per se where, hey, this is where I'm going to be. But I've had lots of people stop by on audits when I'm live and just kind of stop by and say hello. I've been out with my family, with Anna, my child, and I was at a mall and some guy like ran down the street and wanted to say hi and take a picture. That stuff happens rather frequently. And if you guys have a problem with anything I'm saying, and this one's for my wife, you cash me outside. How about that? That was the only thing I was not allowed to say. It was made abundantly clear to me that I was not allowed to say the cash me outside thing. Like the Dr. Phil hated it. There was no way it would go through. And like, it was just not something that I should say. So I did it. I'm behind in the comments. So I think I'm going to try one more time to see if this works. I do have an idea here. So just bear with me. You guys see Tua Pre get arrested? It was so weird. It was like watching Tua Pre, but hearing Long Island audits. He's like, hey guys, hey, oh back yeah. Like I was like, wait, that's Long Island audits, and I think Tua Pre ate him or something because I hear Sean's voice coming out of Tua Pre. It was very funny. I mean, not funny that he got arrested, but I thought it was very funny, like how similar they sound. Yeah, that ain't working. So we're not going to be going over any other videos today. New item coming to the AFA store. Actually, that's not the mission t-shirts. Okay. Because at any point in time, you should be able to say and feel that that's not the mission. Yeah, she did. And she don't like Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil don't like her. They have a very contentious relationship. Listen, you know, I'm surprised that Tua Pre let himself get arrested like that. There's no stopping a cop if he's decided to arrest you. But please keep in mind that Tua Pre is more of an entertainer, right? Like he found a very niche part of activism. Flex Your Freedoms is doing it right now too. And Flex Your Freedoms is doing an incredible job at it. You know, some of his stuff is absolutely fantastic as of late. And it's always been, but the new stuff's really, really good. He found this troll way to incorporate First Amendment activism, to use the First Amendment activism as the protection, but to use other videos. He doesn't necessarily have, you know, a great repertoire of legalese behind him. Like he knew that he had the right to not answer questions, but it's my understanding that he didn't know, you know, he was allowed to refuse a field sobriety test. And I always tell people, refuse the field sobriety test. Doesn't make any sense. But you can't, if a cop wants to arrest you, he's going to arrest you. I mean, that's it. It's just how much you're going to fight when they try and take you down. Let's go over some super chats. Oof Willis, $4.99. Thank you, Oof. Tucson Bubba, $5 for your stuff fund. Thank you. Gary Babbitt, $10. Make you want to holler. Thank you, Gary. RJ, a member for 49 months. RJ, hello, my longtime friend. Excellent content. And you know, the AFA members, we're more of a family. Okay, case in point. RJ is a great friend, and you know, he's sent my kids stuff. We've sent him things. His wife is absolutely phenomenal. Andre, another member, was a guest at my wedding. So we try to consider it family. Robert Appleton became a member. Thank you. Austin, I'll never stop fighting for real, true freedom. Shoestring Tom says, I like the green. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. And the Angry Vet gave out 50 accountability for all memberships. Thank you, the Angry Vet. He also posted a comment that says, and I quote, yeah, you really are in it for the right reason, LOL. I wonder how much of that money you make off my words back to the community. I wonder how much of the money you make off my words back to the community. I wonder how much of that money you make off my words back to the community. I don't understand the sentence structure. I wonder how much of that money you make off my words back to the community. Like we're back to you. I think he meant how much money of that money you make off my words are you going to give back to the community? Anyone that buys a t-shirt from me already gives back from the community. I don't control my own merchandise. I don't get $1 from my own merchandise. In fact, it's a good reason to bring it up that Erica Shoemate, her son Shane, was illegally raided by the police. He wound up getting shot. The police tried to cover it up. Body cam never made it into trial, and he was charged with attempted murder of a police officer. Brand new baby. He goes to jail. and the DA actually just tried to screw him to the wall. So we did a bunch of videos on it. Now he's seeking post-conviction relief. His mother used to make t-shirts. So she makes the t-shirts and she takes all the money and she uses it for Shane. So I don't make and have not made $1, a red cent off my merchandise for 5 years. You might be a very angry vet, but you're a terrible fucking researcher. And also, you know, why shit talk then donate? Or why donate then shit talk? I don't get it. I mean, I don't, but hold on one second, please. My wife is texting me. I can't believe that video didn't work. Let me do this. I have something special for the kids at home. Angry Vet, what's your email, bro? What's your email, Angry Vet? I'm gonna send you an invite. You can come on up on here. Bro. Angry Vet has some things he needs to get off his chest. Come on up here, Angry Vet. We love you. We do love you. Hold on one second. Is he dropping his email up in here? What's up, LT man? Where is the Angry Vet? I'm gonna send him. What is Angry Vet's email? Is his email angry? Let me see. He's not. I'm a mute for a second. I'm gonna. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. Hold on. Excuse me. Oh, I have it in here already. Let's see if he wants to come up. Give everybody a chance to talk. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna wait just a second. I have some stuff to do. Are you an angry vet right now? Are you a mild-mannered vet right now? What kind of vet are you at this moment?
I'm a medicated vet.
Oh, you're sounding all glitchy. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if he sounds glitchy to you or if that's just me.
I'm a medicated vet.
Hold on 1 second, because you sound glitchy on my end. You or if that's just me. Say something.
I'm a medicated vet.
Oh, that's weird. I think it's just a problem with StreamYard. So you sound good to the audience. It's just for whatever reason, I'm getting a weird glitch. All right, so you're a medicated vet. That is a good thing to be. Tell me about your day. What'd you do today?
I filed a motion to dismiss. I also filed a judicial notice. What else I got here? And an appeal.
So what did you file an appeal for?
I filed an appeal for a denied motion, a motion of a matter of law.
Hey, check this out. Look what's going on with my. This is how it's coming across on my end. Listen to this.
I filed an appeal for a denied motion. You want me to go back out and come back in?
No, it's not you. Everyone can hear you just fine. For some reason, there's something with StreamYard where everything's sounding glitchy. So it's not you. So I'm just going to do my best to understand you, but I might have to ask you all over again if you answer a question because it's sounding weird. So Angry Vet is mad with accountability for all. I'm going to refer to him and myself in the third, fourth, fifth, and second person today. He is mad at accountability for all. And I will tell you one thing, to be mad at me is not the mission. So air your gripes.
Yeah, no, you're right. Being mad at you is definitely not the mission. I'll agree with you on that one.
So, I mean, I guess a good question in your estimation, if you could sum up for someone who's never been around here before, to you, in short, what is the mission?
Very short would be to get as many of we the people on our side as we can.
Okay. Now, what would you say is not the mission? If you were to, because I know that you've been very vocal lately, and you and I have been taking some shots at each other. So what would you say is not the mission?
Exploiting other people's tragedies for your own gain.
Okay. Can you give me an example? Something of late for you that would be a good example?
I don't know. If you pick up on somebody's story and run it or whatever, just for the sake of running it so you can gather your content or whatever, or going to a police department with absolutely no other reason but to troll. I don't think that's not part of my mission anyway. Might be part of yours, but it ain't part of mine.
Now, did you see the video that we first went over with the guy in Troy, New York?
I just came on. I like when I started texting is when I came on.
So like, this guy goes into
a couple minutes before I dropped 50 memberships. So
I don't think it's going to sound good to the audience. It's only going to sound weird for me. So what I'm going to do real quick, it's going to, my end, it's going to sound like trash, but you guys will be able to hear it. So I'm going to pull this up for a second, and right from the gate, I want you to tell me if what this guy is doing, that is or is not.
He said, I'm leaving. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking psychopath. I'm leaving. Yo, who the fuck? Don't put your hands on me, motherfucker. Don't touch me. No.
Get off the stairs.
Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Yo, don't fucking touch me, scumbag. Get the fuck away from me. I'm in my building. Don't fucking touch me. Do not fucking.
So would you say that is or is not the mission?
Yeah, that cop needs to go.
So the reason this guy went into the police station is because the cops have been giving him so much shit, not turning over his arrest report for charges that he beat, that he went in to give him a little healthy trolling. He was filming that sergeant while he was eating. The coleslaw fell from his mouth onto a dirty desk filled with all sorts of debris, and the cop just picked it up and shoved it into his mouth. He saw that he was being recorded, and then he came out the door and did that. So is it no longer the mission because he went there to troll the cops because they hadn't been doing what they were supposed to be doing? Or does that now give us a little conversation for gray area?
Let's give you a little conversation for gray area, because that, you know, it's a cop, it's government. So
right, but I think the conversation is like you said, you know, if you're doing it for the right reason. For example, I get it, right? Like I cover people's videos all the time. Some people cover someone's video, they make a real quick buck off of it, and then they never do any follow-up, they never reach out to the person, they move on. So is it done for the wrong reasons? They're not really doing it to help the person. They just made a quick buck off the video. I think it's very clear, because you've been watching me for a while. When I pick up on somebody's video, I only pick up on their video if I'm able to follow through and help. In most of these cases, I'm flying to other states. I'm bringing people with me. I'm filming and I'm helping them find some finality. And I'm like a dog with a bone. I don't give up a story until we've been able to get some finality for it. And I get that. But you said that going into a police station just to, you know, troll the government, that's not the mission. Now, but there's always pretext and context to things that happen. This guy went into that police station to troll the government for the right reasons. They've been fucking with them for months when you watch all of his other videos, but he went there to troll them. And
is that what he was doing? Was trolling or auditing? What was he doing?
Well, I'm just using the word trolling because that's the example that you gave, like to go into a government building.
Well, you're using it for your argument. I get it. I understand that. But was he actually trolling, or was he auditing? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, you know, if we're going to talk about facts, let's talk about facts and not conjecture, right?
Okay, so what do you think the difference is between trolling and auditing? I guess that will help me understand your question and answer it better.
Being an asshole for no fucking reason, or that would be trolling. Being a total fucking douchebag for absolutely no other fucking reason, that's trolling.
Okay, so then I guess it's fair to say that he was, in your estimation, he was auditing and not trolling because the police had mistreated him for an extended period of time, and he decided to fuck with them because of how they were fucking with him. So let's move on to a different question. Say the police have never done me right. I've been violated by the police. I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm one of the first set of people to go out and do this. I know just how bad police are. I've never been to a police station before, but I decide I want to roll up there and see if they protect people's rights. I don't have any specific beef with them. Am I auditing or am I trolling?
Well, is it with a police department that's already fucked with you?
No, let's say that I've never had any interaction with this police department before. I just roll up with my camera.
Yeah, you're I don't know. That's your decision. Are you in the mood to troll, or are you in the mood to fucking audit?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on if we're saying that I've never had an interaction with a police department before and I show up and I start filming, then I am trolling. In essence, is that what you're saying?
I don't know yet. It all depends on what the situation becomes.
Well,
it's all about the situation. I mean, if you go in there and you're just fucking giving them a bunch of fucking shit for no goddamn fucking reason, then yeah, you're fucking trolling. But if you go in there and conduct a fucking audit, if you go in there and conduct an audit and you do an audit and something fucking happens, great.
But
that
isn't
the fuck out of them and audit the fuck out of them for as long as you fucking live. But did you know, what were you doing in fucking, or were you auditing or trolling in fucking Hoboken?
Well,
what were you doing?
We'll go from one to the other, so that way I can answer two questions at once.
What's the same thing? They didn't have a problem with you, you know. I mean, Hoboken never had any problems with you, never gave you any shit. You didn't have any problems with them, and you walked into that police or that city hall. So what were you doing? Trolling or auditing?
Okay, so now I'm going to answer your question.
I mean,
all right, so I let you ask your questions. I understood it the first couple times that you asked it. I don't need it to be asked in a couple different ways. I'm a fairly intelligent guy, but originally, what'd you say?
I said I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. I know you're intelligent. I know you're a pretty witty dude, but I'm also medicated, and and you've already stated that you can't really hear what I'm saying, so I'm talking slower and I'm repeating myself for you. If you don't
Thank you.
want me to do
So,
that, I won't fucking do it.
no, you're doing fine. Thank you. So
Okay.
first question is, I mean, I originally, and I think the chat can attest to this because a lot of people are still here. Originally, you had said that if you're going into a police department, for example, that you've never had an interaction with, there's no purpose there. You're trolling. Those were your own words. Secondly, I reserve the right to go into any the Constitution or a First Amendment auditor. There's nowhere in a definition
Those
because
weren't my words.
it's really definitionless. The chat can reaffirm what you said, but that's fine.
Okay,
But
well, that's what you said.
Kevin, hold on. Kevin, hold on.
That's what
It's
you
okay.
said.
Do me a favor.
You're
Take
not
another
gonna
puff.
twist shit on me like you
Angry
always
guy.
do.
Take another puff. Let's take a puff together. Let's take a puff break.
Okay, we'll take a puff break, but that's not what I said. I asked you if what are you doing? Are you trolling or are you not trolling? Because if nothing's happening, clearly you're just there to get something to happen, which would make you trolling.
So if I went to a police department and I'd never had any contact with them before, I went in and they started reacting negatively and violating my rights, then I was looking for it and I was trolling.
Say that one more time.
So if I go into a police department that I've never had contact with before and I start filming them without any other disposition other than I'm driving down the street, I pass a PD and I decide I want to go in an audit, they come out and they go hands-on with me, then at that point I asked for it because I was trolling.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Did they do what you were doing because you were trolling or because you were there for a fucking reason to do something?
I guess to answer a question with a question, if I'm not breaking the law, does it really matter why they responded the way they responded? If I'm within my legal limits and they put their hands on me, does it really matter what precipitated it in the first place? You don't justify a crime. We're not converting a constitutional activity into the excuse to commit a crime against a citizen.
But we're also not going out there to purposely get cops to put their hands on us.
I don't want to get groped by anyone besides my wife.
Exactly. Exactly. That's my whole point. I don't go into a fucking even if I was trolling, I'm not going into an office with the purpose to have somebody put their fucking hands on me. And that's what your buddy Ron Bergen did. Okay.
So you had made a comment, I believe, I don't want to misstate. I think it was last night. I could be wrong. So let's just say within the past couple nights, you had done a live stream and that you said that I was not an auditor. I was not an activist, that I was an entertainer.
When did I say that?
It was on.
You want to get the screenshot? You got the screenshot of that?
Yeah. The problem is that when I play a video on my end, it sounds like I showed you that video. It sounds like all garbled, so I can barely hear
how
it.
convenient.
Hey, listen, I don't got to cheat you to beat you. Listen to this.
I'm just here. We're just here to.
Oh, toe. You said it on toes. That's right. You were on toe for life.
Yeah, I was on toe for life. I said,
and you said that I was not an activist. I was an entertainer. I was watching it live and commenting in the chat.
Right. But you're missing a word. Wasn't there 3 words or something like that in there the last time you said you
either said activist or auditor. I'm not.
I either said activist. So you can't remember exactly what I said, but I said exactly what you're saying that I said. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So you don't have I would love to see the video if I said that in all 3 of those words in that fucking context, then I will apologize to you. Okay. Because you're pretty much all 3 of those, aren't you? Or whatever the words were. You're an activist, aren't you?
I'm more concerned about what you think.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you an activist?
I think I am. Do you?
Okay. Yes, I do. Are you an auditor?
Yes.
Yes, I think you are too. What was the other word?
Entertainer.
Entertainer? Are you an entertainer? Yes.
You tell me, am I entertaining?
Yeah, I think you're an entertainer too.
Okay, good.
And
All right.
wait a minute, was troll in there also? Did I call you a troll?
I don't think you called me a troll. No.
Oh well, you are. If I did,
I agree.
I'll call you a troll too. If I could, if I didn't
I
say
agree.
it then, I'll say it now. You're a troll also, and you're a good one.
I agree.
Right. But does it give you the reason to fucking troll people for no fucking reason?
Well, I think so.
Answer that question. Answer that question.
I am. You got to let me answer it without being like, answer that question. Let's take a puff break. Me and you. Ready?
Okay.
So now, can you please ask your question again?
Do you feel that it's okay just to troll people, just to troll them? Or are you doing it for a fucking reason?
No, I'm doing if we're saying what I'm doing is trolling,
you just told me you went into a police officer. If you're trolling, you go into a police officer, you're trolling, you're doing it for a reason, right?
So I don't ever go
that.
You gotta let me answer. You gotta for a second, you gotta be just a second, you gotta be a silent vet, not an angry one, okay?
Okay.
So the way I approach things, there's different stages. Okay. When I go into any public entity, for example, you brought up Hoboken. I had no idea that you or Annapolis had been in there before. I made a map of how many places were close together that I could bang out real quick. I walked in the door after everyone else because Freeman, Ron, and Sean took a separate car. So I was in with John Denicola. So they were already in the building. When I walked into the building, the very first thing I saw was a woman putting her hands on Freeman, trying to grab at his phone, telling him it was illegal to film. So at that point, I went upstairs and another cop put his hands on my elbow and try and turn me around and usher me out the door. So at that point, I would say that's auditing, but it's multifaceted to how I do things. If I go into a place, you watch my videos, I don't ever speak to someone unless they speak to me. If I speak to them first, it's only to ask questions. What do you do here? What's your records request process? So on and so forth. Depending on their response to me, I might be auditing or an activist. If they're real serious in my face or they're going to call the cops on me, if they're just being ridiculous and ignorant, then I might troll them. But I think the difference of opinion is the problem here, not for you or me. It's everyone has a different take on what an activist is. Everyone has a different take on what an auditor is. And everyone has a different take on what a troll is. A lot of people would say that Tuapri is a troll. He's not an activist or an auditor, but there's people that religiously watch him that would say that he's not a troll, that he is an auditor, he is an activist. It's the audience's decision to decide what they want from us, what they want to see from us, and whether they want to hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, or watch the next video. It's not my decision to say this is what an activist is, or Kevin isn't an activist. And you can have your free speech and your ability to say, I don't think that is activism, right? But we don't define what activism is.
Am I defining what activism is, or?
I think in a sense, when you say, and I say the word mission because it's fun. It's a way to talk about the topic without being like the angry vet, that piece of shit. It's just easier and less, it's just kind of a little bit more jovial to say that's not the mission. But I think
then why are you doing it? Then why are you doing it? So then why are you doing it? Why are you saying, oh, angry vet, you're a piece of shit? Why are you saying that? If you don't want people to think that, then why are you literally in chats saying that?
I've never once said angry vet is a piece of shit.
No, but you know what? I took it that way.
So are we okay? But are we mixing words now?
You were fucking saying shit by you fucking telling everybody in the fucking world or whatever on YouTube that I'm a fucking narc. I take that as you calling me a piece of shit because you know why? Because I've never ever heard anything nice about cops come out of your fucking mouth. So the minute you fucking put me next to the cop and compare me to somebody that you hate, I am going to take it as I must be a piece of shit because Josh, wait a minute, let me fucking finish. because the man that I looked up to and that I fucking picked up a goddamn camera for is calling me a piece of shit.
Well,
And
Kevin,
let me
now
know.
let me
No,
hold
no.
on, hold
I'm
on,
the
hold on.
angry fucking vet right
Angry
now,
vet,
and you're gonna fucking listen to me.
You need a puff break.
No,
You need a
you're
puff break.
gonna
It's
fucking
back.
listen
It's
to me.
back and forth.
You're
I
gonna
understand
listen.
I
No, you're
understand
gonna
you're an
listen, or
angry
you're
vet,
gonna put me in the
but
basement. You're gonna shut up
I
and
don't put
listen,
people in the
or you're gonna
basement, but
put
it's
me in
gonna
the
be my
basement and kick me off
it's
this
gonna be
panel.
it's gonna be my turn to talk. Now I don't put people in the
No,
basement. So
it isn't,
take a
because
deep
I'm not
breath.
finished saying what I had to say. You told me I needed to be quiet for 5 minutes. I did it. It's my turn to speak, and you're gonna let me do it. Do you understand?
Yes,
Mr.
officer.
Abrams?
Yes, officer.
Thank you. Thank you. So as I was finishing, okay, the person right there, the man I looked up to is calling me a piece of shit, but he could have stopped it, okay, before it even fucking started, okay? He could have told them, well, maybe that's not a really good idea, okay? You could have fucking done it. Anybody else standing around you couldn't done it. But my point is, you didn't fucking do it, okay? So let's stop playing fucking games. Let's stop with the fucking ticky-tacky bullshit, okay? And fucking talk it out, hug it out, or shut the fuck up. Those are our only fucking options.
Do you want my ID?
Please.
Okay. All right. So we spoke before, and I remember I had said I wasn't sure what it was, whether it was First Amendment auditor or activist, but you said he's not a First Amendment auditor or activist. He's an entertainer, right? And then you said, "Oh, well, which word was it?"
Maybe
Hey, it's my turn now. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Okay. But now you just said I called you a piece of shit. I didn't call you a piece of shit. Now, here's what I would like to point out. I think it is very clear. You don't have to show me your hands. Thank you for complying with my investigation. But you know, when you have a cop watching a bad cop do something bad, they're all bad cops, right? And it's the same thing for us. If you're an auditor and you're watching another auditor do something bad, you don't stand up, then you're a bad auditor. Now you're mad, and let's just roll with this for a second, because I think there's some misinterpretation here. You're mad that I heard you be badmouthed by another auditor and I didn't speak up. Well, when that woman was being badmouthed by Ron, you didn't say anything until after. Secondly, you said that you've never heard me say a nice thing about a cop. Earlier in this video, I showed a live stream between me and a cop, ripping him to shreds, and then thanking the other cops for being professional. I don't hate all cops. I hate bad cops.
You mean you actually thanked the cop and shook their hands?
No, I don't shake their hands.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't want to destroy.
You only buy them lunch, right? You just buy them lunch?
I don't want to
destroy. You're telling me?
I don't want to destroy evidence. I don't know who they beat with
those
hands,
lunch?
And I don't want to destroy evidence.
Do you buy them lunch? Do you buy police officers lunch?
I think they can afford their own lunch, Kevin.
So you would never buy a police officer lunch?
No, Kevin, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I hope somebody's screen recording this, because this
now are you referring to are you referring to what we talked about earlier, trolling? Like, you want me to buy you lunch? You want me to come back with something for you?
I don't want you to buy. I want your sandwich maker to make me a sandwich.
I had a sandwich earlier.
But I want one.
Well, I mean,
what kind of sandwich
for you?
What kind of sandwich did you have?
It was turkey.
With what on it?
It had mustard.
Ew. You don't put mayonnaise on your turkey sandwiches?
I put mayonnaise on a lot of things. I put mayonnaise on myself before I lather up, so that way I'm slippery. The cops can't get a hold of me.
Mustard only goes on bologna sandwiches. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Now let me ask you another question.
What?
What? Don't yell at me.
What?
We're supposed to be friends, and even though we've been going through our drama,
we can still be friends. I still love you.
We could still be friends. Now, what about the whole yelling at people to get on the sidewalk?
Yeah, I was doing that for their safety.
Okay. So now keep in mind, folks, I apologize. I'm going to play a brief thing from Angry Vets Live. It's going to sound weird on my end. So if I miss something, just how about this? You just watch it and make your own assumptions. I haven't edited this from his channel because I'm really not going to be able to hear much of anything that's being said, to be perfectly honest. So
I haven't even watched it. Be the first time I'm even watching it.
We're going to watch it together. This is in New York. Let's roll it.
They can't fuck with you here. They cannot fuck with you here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. I'm about to go off on these cats too. But we got everybody on the sidewalk. The cops are starting to calm down. Let's give credit where credit's due. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I'm serious.
You want to pause this?
For being professional.
So let me give you a little context here. Okay. This shit had already been going on for like probably over an hour, progressively getting worse and worse and worse. And this isn't where the video begins, just so everybody knows. These cops that are all out here right now, they were sent out there after they counted heads, after I caught them counting heads. And I had to start warning everybody in the crowd that the cops were about to come out, They need to settle down a little bit, to keep them from coming out, because I knew they were coming out. I just didn't know whether they were coming out in riot gear or force or what. But I knew they were fucking coming out.
So the 30-second AFA recap: one of the cops out of this precinct beat the unholy hell out of some unarmed black guy. There's a bunch of Sudanians now that are outside demanding justice. Angry Vet has been filming and interacting with them. And now these cops are on the street from the same precinct where that cop was from. And I'm just going to let it play. I don't want to even interrupt anything because it's hard for me to hear it. So I'm just going to let people decide.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I'm serious. We want to thank you for being professional and all that good shit. Okay, guys? Got it?
Stay on the sidewalk!
You damn it. Hey, look, I get it. I understand.
So I just want to understand. So you thank the cops, and for the folks at home that haven't watched his stream, he walks away from the cops and you hear, "Get on the sidewalk. My God, I told you to stay on the sidewalk." And then he says, "I get it." That was the Angry Vet. So in or out of context, do you think, if you're a viewer at home, okay, and you gotta take yourself out of your own head, I guess, for this question. So it's kind of loaded. I apologize for that. It's not designed to be. But if you're at home, you're watching a video, and in summary, you see a cop beat the shit out of an unarmed black guy. His family or friends are amassing on the street, engaged in their right to protest. You go up and thank other police officers from the same exact precinct, and then you turn around and yell for a citizen, "Get on the sidewalk!" Do you think, not being you, to someone at home, that sounds like the actions of a police officer?
No, that sounds like the actions of somebody concerned about them getting violent with, the people that kept jumping off the sidewalk, which, by the way, took me like 20 minutes to get them all on the sidewalk so there wouldn't be any fucking violence. And that's why I thanked the cops. That's why I thanked them for not getting violent, for being professional. They literally shoved a fucking gate onto these people. Like, we're literally,
how is that being professional?
and trying to corral them what are you talking about? How is it being professional? You talking about on my end or on their end?
No, the cops. If they're
It's not professional at all by the fucking
Are
cops.
we thanking them for their professionalism after their
Because
unprofessional
they
behavior?
didn't get fucking violent. I had to sit there and thank them 1,000 fucking times to keep them from fucking going violent. Okay? I didn't want all these other people getting fucking beat the same goddamn way I just saw these police officers beat another fucking person.
So
why would I let that fucking happen? Why would I let that happen?
So would another way to have gone about it besides get on the sidewalk? Would another way to have been like, come on, guys, we know how bad these cops are. Why don't you stand on the sidewalk so you don't get arrested?
There was 50 of them there, bro. I had to yell to get their attention. Duh.
Listen,
Duh.
the only people that
not all of them fucking understood English. Duh.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just do the duh thing again? Because I think that's going to make a hell of it. Thank you. All right. So after that happens, Freeman did what Freeman does. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I went back and looked at video footage the first time. Wait for it. Take a puff. No, you take a puff. Duh.
I wanted to go back. I wanted to circle back to the Hoboken thing.
We'll circle back in a second. Hold on.
What you did there and what my perception was.
Okay, we'll stay on topic and then we'll get back to the.
Well, I thought that was the topic until you
No, we're on the NYPD thing, right?
Because I listen, I want this argument to be equal. I get it. I want it to be equal, but you're going to give me the chance to go through all of it and go through all of it in chronological fucking order, okay? Because I'm fucked up. That's fine. You can sleep all you want.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm just fucking saying, like, we're not going to leave any parts out of this discussion if we're going to have this discussion. Do you understand?
Okay, so yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I was actually speaking the first time you were called a narc. I guess whatever that was first said, right? So you're upset that I didn't stand up for you when something was being said that wasn't even something I could hear.
The plan had already been hatched. You all watched the same fucking live, you dumb motherfuckers. The plan was already fucking hatched. So y'all were up at the same night watching the same goddamn video. Oh, the Angry Vets live. Let's go watch that. Y'all fucking knew prior to the fucking motherfucking conference. Did you not?
We what? We stayed together? Yes, we did.
Yeah, okay. You weren't already fucking thinking, oh, we need to troll this guy and call him a narc. Y'all weren't fucking thinking that when you saw that, because you just admitted to that when you saw that, and the people see that, yada yada. You just admitted to it. So you saw it.
I saw it on the live. I saw it on the live stream afterwards because I had
no afterwards. There was no fucking afterwards. You all watched it live.
Oh, I saw your live in my home. Not
in
my home.
Right. So y'all had this fucking plan hatched prior to the fucking conference, bro.
Okay, hold on. So what you're asserting is that after Ron and Sean had made a 37-hour drive, James had made an almost 40-hour drive, and I had made a 6-hour drive, arrived very late at night after everyone was super tired after driving all across the country. We all huddled on the floor. We sat Indian style, and we said, let's talk shit about the Angry Vet.
No, but you all sure did watch my live. I can guarantee you that.
See, I can't speak for other people, but no one ever sat down around this big round table and said, oh, we have so many other things we could do, but let's make out this crazy conspiracy to call the Angry Vet a narc.
Yeah. Because you all were there.
Because why would I have to do that?
All got to the conference at the same fucking time, regardless. Okay,
you know I have a big mouth, and I am not afraid to share my opinions to somebody's face. I don't care what people think, whether it's to my
you should have shared your opinion to them that you didn't think it was a good idea. Maybe.
There was no
know.
plan to go out and call you a narc. You're the only
Okay.
person saying that. None of the people involved. Freeman just pulled a funny. He just said it. He threw it out. It's Freeman. And that was that. Like,
Well,
there was not some
if
big
Freeman
plan.
comes to me, if Freeman comes to me and tells me that, then I'll be okay with it. But Freeman needs to come to me and tell me that there wasn't a fucking already conceived fucking plan. And then I will fucking believe it. You got it?
I will send him to your station.
Okay. And then I will give you a public apology.
Okay.
But not until then.
Okay. So I will tell Freeman exactly what you said, and I will make sure
That's right.
that James Freeman touches base with you.
Okay.
Okay. In fact,
I would love that, because you know what? I really love fucking James, one of my favorite fucking auditors, or should I say trollers, because he doesn't audit anymore, but he's a fucking troller, and he owns shit.
Hold on.
He owns that he trolls.
We got a ring. We got a ring. Settle this right now. There's no way I could have set this up. You came on. That was last minute. We'll see if he answers. We're going to call Grande Johnson real quick. And then I got about 10 minutes because I got to go make dinner and make burgers because my friend just slaughtered his cow and brought us all this fresh meat. And it's 5:56 and people are waiting to eat. So if he doesn't answer this one, I'm going to call his other phone.
Yeah.
He didn't answer that one. So let's call his other one.
What a pity.
Huh?
I said, what a pity.
No, because I'd like to iron this out.
Yeah, me too. I would love it. I love that man.
I hope, listen, don't meet your heroes, kids. I hope you still love him if he picks up the phone. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. So he did not answer, and that is not something that I can control.
Usually does, huh? Look, let me just say.
No, he doesn't usually answer the phone. I usually have to call him, and then like a week or so down the road, he'll finally call me back. But sometimes he answers. Hold on. I do have a call coming in. Is this James Freeman?
This is not James Freeman.
Oh, who is this?
Well, I sent you a message, but somebody would like a StreamYard link. His name is John.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's your wifey.
That's my wife. So, see, this sucks. Like, just not you, but now I have to invite somebody else up here, and it's hard enough for me to hear Kevin. So,
what's going on?
John Denicola would like a link to come on, and she was just calling me to tell me that. And it's going to be.
I was really upset. I was really upset with him too, but I never really started going in on him till very, very late in this fucking process.
Let me make it very clear. I don't dislike you. I do not think that you are a police officer or an undercover police officer. I think that you probably had the best of intentions that night. I do think that you're a type of a person that doesn't do anything to hurt anybody, and you have good intentions and you do your best to follow through on those intentions to help others. I think that you're, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I appreciate that, but why do you keep saying the shit that you're saying and in chats and shit then? Why is your wife still fucking calling me a bootlicker in chats and shit? And nobody knows if you're fucking trolling. Nobody, you know, like, are you either fucking trolling or do you really do respect me and fucking love me and all that other fucking shit that you just fucking said?
So what I was going to finish, and I can answer that question, I think, by finishing what I was about to say. However, with all of those great intentions, I do think the way that you behaved that night, and this is my opinion, for whatever it counts for, or maybe it doesn't count for anything, this is my opinion on looking at it, I felt like you were behaving like a cop with the things that you said and the way that you said it. My opinion might be right. My opinion might be wrong. But keep in mind, we've hashed this out over Facebook groups, Facebook Messenger, on the phone, via text, on panels. We've hashed this out a bunch of times. And then I don't think about it again. And then a couple days later, I mean, the angry vet is being the angry vet, right? And you're talking about how you're feeling, and then that rehashes it again. And I'm like, you know what? I disagree. I think that's fucked up. And then I start firing back. Every time, to be fair, that we've had a disagreement, you spoke your piece, I spoke my piece, whether it was in the chat or on a
You always
panel.
spoke your piece first, bro. You always spoke your piece first.
But every time the issue is like a dead issue, or it's like it's not being discussed anymore, then you're somewhere else talking about it again. So then
don't
clap back.
put that shit on me. Don't put that shit on me. The last time we spoke in person on the fucking phone, you were telling me that you owed me an apology, and I was like, that's great, fantastic. I still love you then. Yeah, tell your wife to make me a sandwich. And then the next fucking day, you know, she says something in somebody's fucking chat about how I'm a bootlicker. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the jabs and all this bullshit, but let's also start about who took the first fucking jab, bro. We're not smoothing over that, okay? You took
Who took the first jab?
You motherfucker. Because I wouldn't talk about you unless you did after you fucking apologized to me.
Hold on, I'm just sending out a link, so I'm not ignoring you. Just let me send this link, because I can't do two things at once. An error occurred. What?
I about had enough of this shit anyway, really, to be honest with you. I'd rather watch some fucking dragons.
So I didn't talk shit to you first. Someone called you a narc, you responded, and then I got pulled into it. That is the sequence of events.
Okay.
I mean, it is. Have you ever, before this, you heard this whole narc thing? Had I ever called you a narc to your face? Have you heard me say it was someone else said something to you, and then you clap back at them, and then I got pulled into it because I was with them? That is the sequence of events. That's how it happened. So I never took shots.
Of events that I just fucking talked about. You didn't take the first shot, huh?
How? Tell me how.
By going on fucking chats and calling me a bootlicker and telling everybody that I'm fucking, you know, shaking the hands of police officers. And
that wasn't the first shot, Kevin.
It totally was. I already knew what Freeman was doing, because when he came up to me with the camera, I said, 69, go fuck yourself, straight to the fucking camera. I knew what was already fucking going down. Okay, I'm not a fucking idiot. All right, and you were a part of it going down. Simple program. That's why we're here today. And if we want to talk about our feelings and how we feel, how somebody's behaving, I would like to talk about my feelings on how I thought you were fucking behaving on a fucking audit or I'm sorry, a trolling fucking mission, my bad, okay, to the Hoboken fucking police department. That's what I would like to fucking get back to, if you know you'd be willing to.
The city hall, not the PD. I've never been to the PD.
Oh, city hall, whatever, Hoboken, whatever.
Yeah,
I went in. That I was in Hoboken.
I went in.
I got a video of it somewhere, but I
went in.
Fucking know where it is.
I went in. The cop put his hands on me. And then you were doing some separate business. You went there and you apologized for our group's behavior. I was a part of that group. I was simply filming, minding my own business. You can see in the video. And the cop came up to me and he put his hands on me.
Right.
So,
well,
so that is what happened.
First off, it's not a fucking cop. First, let's make that clear. Not a fucking cop, not even employed by the police department, not even associated with the police department, but a contractor. from the state.
Okay, so a
Okay,
court,
so
a
not a
court
fucking
security
cop.
guard, a
Right.
court security guard.
You've been
put their
calling them
hand-
all cops.
A court security guard put his hands on me unlawfully and committed battery, and then you went back to the same place later and apologized for our behavior.
Yeah. You have that video. You have your video. I've seen
Yes.
it. I've seen the video. You mean where a security guard just kind of stuck his hand out to keep you from going into the fucking court chambers or some shit like that?
No. So he
You
wasn't
were
stopping
reading
me.
the sign. Is that the assault you're talking about?
I was filming a sign and then he grabbed me by the elbow.
Grabbed you by the elbow.
So
Really?
he assaulted me.
So do you
Other
have video?
people saw it happen.
Do you have video evidence of him grabbing you by the elbow? Is there video evidence of that?
I'm pretty sure the video is.
I'll need that also to publicly apologize.
Yeah, it's got 107,000 views.
Okay.
Still on YouTube. John was there. John, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'd like to
So
see.
I actually have some questions that I'd like some answers to. Okay. First, Kevin, what time did AFA and I pull into Jersey, and what day did we pull into Jersey?
I don't fucking know. I was already there.
Wait. Back up a minute. Earlier, you stated that we were there the night prior to the Union City press conference, correct?
No.
That's what you said. Earlier, you said
not the night before. You were there for the press conference. You all watched my video the night before.
What makes you think that we watched your video the night before, Kev?
Who wasn't?
Who wasn't? I wasn't.
Okay. Oh, so I guess you're not a great supporter then, huh?
Oh, so I'm not a supporter because I missed one of your live streams?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the only reason why the only reason why I was so hurt so bad was because I thought you were a really good
Kevin,
supporter until I found out all this fucking shit that you're in the same car as him, blaming me for shit, blaming me for lumping you into every fucking thing when I had never even fucking mentioned your name. Okay. At that fucking point.
You did lump us in. You lumped us all together.
Okay.
You said the clown shit show that was here earlier. That's lumping us all together, whether you like it or not.
No, that was the second live, bro. That was the second live.
Okay,
were we not just talking about the fucking first time you got there? Isn't that what we're talking about?
I understand that the truth hurts you, Kev. Okay? I understand the truth hurts and you like to cut people up when the truth comes out. I'm asking the questions. I'm not trying to beat you up on this stuff, okay? I'm saying that you lumped us in all together when you said that clown shit show that was here earlier. By saying that, you lumped us in.
Okay, well, I wasn't. It was not intentional that I was lumping you in. I was talking about fucking Ron Burgundy and again, fucking the whole fucking circus.
Did we not have that conversation privately? Did we not have that conversation in a phone call privately?
Who, you and me?
You, me, and Josh.
In a phone call?
We called you and talked to you and said, we just finished watching the live stream.
Right.
And lumped us all together. And that's what we were, that's what I was upset about.
That's not the live stream I'm talking about. The live stream I'm not talking about that live stream, bro. Not just yet.
Let's go back 1 second to Union City, because you made some statements and you made some claims that we knew and that we expected Freeman to troll you and that we were all part of that plan. Where was I standing during that entire press conference?
I'm talking about before the fucking press conference even started, before AFA yelled out to you and told you, hey, can you do this for me, and grab his fucking camera for him and shit like that, like a little fucking whatever. But
what was I doing?
His fucking speech or whatever the fuck that was or whatever. That's where I'm talking about. That's when you should have fucking stood up and said something. Hey, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't go through with this fucking shit.
What was I doing,
guys? Hey, real quick. If you guys could just let each talk one at a time, because it's hard enough to hear each one of you. So hearing both of you, it's not, I'm not mad. It's just super hard. It's like, I don't know if my laptop's fucked. I got to restart it and then see if it's still doing that.
All I'm saying is, what was I
doing? I got about 5 minutes. So why don't I let, since John, you're new here, you talk for half, and then I'll let you know when the time's up. Then Angry Vet can talk for half. Then I can go make a sandwich.
Okay.
So, Kevin, you were making assertions that I'm a mind reader, Josh is a mind reader, and that we knew that this was going to happen. Neither one of us had any idea what Freeman was going to do. We weren't, I got to be honest with you, I was back to him, and I have hearing issues. I don't think you knew that, did you?
No, I don't know anything about your hearing issues.
Okay. So for me, when I'm facing right away from people and they're talking behind me, I can't hear them. So that would mean that whatever is going on behind me, unless it's an absolute screaming, like that guy that was yelling, that mass accent out there, that guy screaming when he came across the street going, they're following me, I can't hear too well. And with all the chatter that's going on behind us, I'm not going to hear that. And you sat there and you said that I was part of that ordeal. And that's what I took exception to as well. But I didn't call you out on anything. I have let this go. I tried to take the high road on this.
I tried to too.
Okay.
I tried
No, you didn't. Because not only
I did, but you never fucking contacted me, bro.
I should.
One at a time. We agree, John. You got a minute left.
Kevin,
if you knew I was upset, why wouldn't you personally call me?
Hey,
you have my number, Kevin. You have my number, Kevin. I don't have yours. You have mine. If you checked your emails, you would have known that.
I don't check my emails.
Yeah, but you sent them to me, right? So you can answer my emails, but you can't contact me. I understand.
Right. Kevin, go ahead, because you got your 3 minutes now, because I gotta go make a sandwich. Go ahead, Kevin.
What? Yeah. 3 minutes? Listen, I was told the other night that, to let it go with John. And I listened to that advice, and I said, okay, well, if he I'd like to talk to him, tell him that I want to talk to him. Okay. And got no answer. So no, I'm still fucking talking about it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's for my fucking therapy too. If you don't want to fucking talk to me about it in fucking private, you'd rather do it up here, that's fine too. And if you're telling me you don't know anything about what happened, then I apologize for lumping you into whatever it is I lumped you into unintentionally. Okay? By the way.
Well,
so
let me
what more do you want from me, John?
I'm just going to interject some things, okay? First of all, I had a conversation with Cliff the day after your live stream on the Vigilante Committee. And what I was trying to say to you that night is exactly what I've been trying to say the entire time. This is not helpful to any cause that you're trying to work towards. This is detrimental. That's what I was trying to convey to you. I conveyed that to Cliff. Less than an hour after my conversation with Cliff, you did a live stream. My name came out of your mouth. The day after, again, another live stream, my name comes out of your mouth. And I took the high road every time, Kev. Okay? At the end of the day, this should have been buried. This should have been done with. And once we had our discussion in private, that should have been the end of it. You took it.
You never did call me in private, but you never did call me in private.
Hey, so why don't we do this? Because I gotta wrap up, because I need to go cook the family dinner, and I'm not gonna have my kid wait.
I hear you, bro.
So thank you, John, for coming up. Thank you, the Angry Vet, for coming up. My final thought. Thank you for tuning on to Dr. AFA. It's been a pleasure to have you here today. And I think that we've resolved a lot. I think some bridges have been crossed, and I think that a lot of issues have been discussed and solved. And by solved, I mean, I think everyone's still going to continue to talk shit about each other, but we will at least do it with a smile on our face. So thank you all for being here. Make sure to watch Oprah. And until the next time, that is the reason we stopped you today.
Kevin, call me.